Now the first of 3 slides on facilities benefits. At our current facility, as I mentioned, we have 21 classrooms. At the Abbey campus, we would have 28 classrooms minimum, which is a 33% increase. On average, those classrooms are 40% larger than our current classrooms, which for some large sections of students in core subjects like theology and English can become a bit cramped when you're trying to squeeze a large number of high school cadets into one space. On Shepherd Street, our military operation space is limited to the parking lot for most events or the gymnasium. On 50 acres, as we mentioned, there is significant more opportunity to expand and develop our military program. Obviously, we have increased athletic field access with those being co-located with the academic facility and training facilities as well. If you ask any coach, whether it's Greg Lilly on the football team, Coach Ryan on the baseball team, and others, when their players are not in season, they ask them to be at one place when not doing their homework, and that's in the training facilities, the weight room and track, to work on their strength and speed. And so even students who are not in their sports season are commuting to the Abbey on a daily basis because our training facilities are located there. Efficiencies gained in maintenance. Right now we employ 2 maintenance staff sections to maintain both facilities. Obviously there are some efficiencies gained there with only 1. Modern facility support systems, what that refers to are pieces of infrastructure that support the academic facility in particular, one being HVAC, another being our roof, which as a result of the Shepherd Trust were significantly modernized in just the past year. 60% of the HVAC at the Abbey facility is brand new, and the entire roof is brand new at the Abbey facility, which is significant when you consider maintenance and replacement cost of those types of items in years to come. On Shepherd Street, parking is an issue. Again, when the majority of the teacher workforce used to be full-time, needs for parking were less, and students parked around the school in the museum district as they do today. When we're running events or entertaining visitors, parents, alumni, or others, you often find Colonel Sickinger chasing folks out of the parking lot between 2 and 3 o'clock because we need space for our military drill. And it's not uncommon to find a minivan parked in the middle of our formation. It's just a fact of life when parking is limited and we're serving a large number of folks. At the Abbey facility, we'll increase parking 200%, which will allow for all students, faculty, alumni, and visitors to park and maintain access to the facility at all times of the day. Other facilities benefits: increased program capacity, we've already discussed. Science laboratories, we have had a significantly expanded science offering at Benedictine in recent years. Besides the core subjects that most folks expect, like chemistry and biology and physics, we have a very successful robotics program. We have an engineering course, which is an outstanding offering to upperclassmen and others as well. However, our science laboratory space has remained constant throughout the years because we just do not have the room to expand on Shepherd Street. And so when the engineering class is engaged in their bridge project, which is a great project, and just one example, the space for those types of experiments and projects to be conducted cannibalizes space that is used for chemistry or physics in their laboratories, and so makes full execution of our science program difficult to achieve. Arts was mentioned a bit earlier. We've had also an expanded art program offering a significant number of electives that are very popular with upperclassmen. At our current facility, we accomplish all those, but we have only one art room. One of those courses is a pottery course, which has been very popular with seniors and capturing some of that artistic inspiration that a great number of our students benefit from. However, even if you're not a potter, if you're an illustrator or engaged in some type of photography or 2D art, you still walk out of the art room covered in clay, because those facilities are shared by all of the different programs within the fine arts discipline. At our new facility, we'll have an art wing, which is expanded space offering to our students, and we have design plans to make that space more conducive to art, specifically to have separate classrooms, but also classrooms that are designed to accomplish those disciplines in a more inspirational way, such as placing a glass fascia around all of the art wings so that those students will actually be conducting their work in an environment that draws on the natural inspiration of the beautiful environmental surrounds of the Abbey. It's important that we preserve the traditions of Benedictine that are so beloved on Shepherd Street, but we also want to offer some more space for upperclassmen, seniors in particular, and we have plans to develop a senior courtyard and dining space solely dedicated to them, to allow them to feel special and enjoy the accomplishments of 4 hard-earned years at Benedictine. The band has grown in recent years at Benedictine, and we plan to grow it back to its great strength in decades prior. But again, to attract students with talents in those disciplines, we need the facilities that are attractive to entice them to want to attend Benedictine when they are in middle school. Again, because of space limitations at Shepherd Street, we don't have the facilities that allow us to attract all of those students that we would like, whereas at the Abbey campus we will and do. And again, space for prayer and reflection. Faith is a critical component to accomplishing our mission. We're teaching young men to pursue a life of virtue through the Catholic Theology program and study of the theological virtues and cardinal virtues of our faith. And we plan to provide space for them at that facility in the existing courtyard, refurbished at the Abbey facility, that are conducive to enhancing our faith and theological offerings. The last slide on facilities benefits cover physical opportunities that we have at our Abbey campus that we don't have at Shepherd Street. The first is a state-of-the-art modern auditorium, which was built with the Shepherd Trust money at the Abbey facility that many of our alums and all of our current students have attended events at, which is, again, state-of-the-art and allows us to attract students interested in fine arts experiences like a drama program, which we have engaged in with St. Gertrude's for many years and look to expand. A military obstacle course. Most folks are aware that we have acreage, significant wooded acreage behind the Abbey facility that grades down to the James River, and we have plans to use that space to build a military obstacle course that allows for some of the fun core activities and students to enjoy the military program from an athletic and competitive perspective. River access to the James. There is a current dock that is maintained by the Abbey and will allow us to resurrect a crew team and build a boathouse where cadets who are many, that have kayaks or canoes and enjoy outdoor activities, can break from afternoon formation and engage in those types of recreation and athletics that they don't have access to currently on a regular day. And a modern field house. The Memorial Gym is a fantastic gym with great tradition and history, and a beautiful exterior and interior aesthetic which must be preserved and maintained at our new field house. As you can see from the rendering, we plan on preserving the exterior aesthetic and the interior space that we all love while expanding our offering within. While Coach Rutt was here in the last century, winning over 900 basketball games, there was another coach up in D.C. who was accomplishing similar feats at DeMatha Catholic High School, all-boys school that participates in the D.C. Athletic Conference. That coach was Morgan Wooten, winning over 1,000 games there. And DeMatha held those basketball games in a gym similar to our own. And that facility was similar in that it was tight, dark, with the musty environment of tradition that had seats right on top of the court. And folks in that community had come to love over generations. A few years ago, DeMatha endeavored to build a new facility, a new field house, to promote not only their basketball program, but other athletics as well, like wrestling and some other programs, including their training facilities, which are state-of-the-art. The interesting thing that they were able to accomplish is to preserve the environment that they loved in their old gym within a new field house, and yet accomplish those other opportunities as well. Benedictine's intention will be to do exactly the same, to preserve everything we love about the Memorial Gym, have seats right on top of the court, that dark, old, tradition-rich environment, while expanding our athletic opportunities with training room and other facilities, including an alumni lounge, something that DeMatha did as well, to allow alums who frequent the school for basketball and other events to have a space that is their own within that facility to watch athletic events, socialize together, and enjoy the Band of Brothers tradition of Benedictine alumni that we love so much.